it? Cool. Hi, Night Watch Games. Here we are with the Fantasy Trip. I Want It All. Play the Queen song. I'll be back. Okay, good. I Want It All. We're going to show you what's inside it. Most of the stuff is on the shelf here at Night Watch Games for your retailing pleasure. So this is what you get in all the box. Be careful with the safety. Safety is important. Oh my goodness. Awesome folders, big folders for all your loot for your characters. You get 2 of them in the box. I guess I should open the bag, huh? Part of the deal. Safety first. And this is a great remake of the first edition, 1980 something. This was in black and white. Now it's in full color. Very confusing. Imagine trying to figure that out in black and white. Of course, you can't see it, it's colorblind. Character sheets. Magic hexes. Hexes are the key to the fantasy trip. When you're doing your melee and wizard, you need to play on hexes. It's a real board game. So anyway, that's the and another folder. Yikes. Okay, don't cut under your chest. It's a bad idea. Don't want to make this a first aid video. More stuff. Don't worry, Zach. Soft covered compendium. This is all kinds of extra information that was compiled from the years of magazines, Space Gamer and whatnot. It's all here. Two extra folders. 4. Hardcover copy of the Fantasy Trip. This is the complete roleplay guide. It's got Fantasy Trip, which encompasses Advanced Melee and Advanced Wizard, which were started by Steve Jackson way back in the black and white days. Great packing. An awesome box with the ever-present hex grid on everything, so you can use it to play on if you want to. And in here is a throwback to the old pocket edition game that Steve Jackson was famous for, way back. It's got everything you need. This is a smaller travel version of Melee and Wizard all together, and another nice box. And all the cardboard is really nice. So you're gonna haul it around with you. You're not just gonna pitch it out. Even the packing box I got from FedEx has the Fantasy Trip all over it. There is just oodles and oodles of content. There is the Fantasy Trip, the Legacy Edition. This one is on the shelf here. We will get that out of the way. We'll get to that in just a minute. Also, extras are character sheets. These are for keep track of all your guys' stats for either melee or wizard. This is the wizard one. Has the extra space for all your spells and whatnot. They'll be in here too. We'll get to this one in a minute. And there it is. That's the melee version, because melee, you don't have to think too much, no spells. So you just need to know how to thump people. Melee and Wizard die. And Wizard die. Famous blue or Wizard and the red for melee. This is the Persiste Resistance to me. They are gaming mats. I have a gaming mat problem. They are huge. They're great quality. They're shrink wrapped. So I'm hesitant to pull them out right now unless we're going to play. So I'm going to save these for another day to show you when we're actually playing. But these mats come in paper form in this box. So. This is the Wizard, and this is the melee version. Again, spells being distance, you need a bigger mat. This is the Legacy Edition with awesome artwork all around. Come check it out. They have copies on the shelf. You can have this too. But I am a huge fan of the old school gaming, and this is quite the throwback to it. See? Mm-hmm. Sadly, I have to throw away packaging, and being a nerd, I want to keep it all new in box. All right, so here's the box again. The whole box was 16.5 pounds. So that's a lot of greatness that Steve Jackson has packed into one box. One of the cool things that they did, they print, if there's a flat space, they print it on it to give you something to do. Here is a random dungeon generator. You drop the dice inside, and that's how you generate corridors and stuff for adventuring for your party. So I'm just drop a die in. So right there on the cover of the box. Waste not, want not. Read this first. I'm not. So the melee, Wizard, they are separate games, or you can join them together and play melee with Wizard. And the solo adventure, which it teaches you the game, and you can run it as a pre-generated game mastered version as well. So there's Death Test 1 and 2 in there. More dot cubes of despair. Still full, still going. More character sheets for Wizard. More character sheets for melee. Pre-generated treasure cards. I'll open these up, they're kind of cool. Look, cardboard. These are all heavy-duty cardboard, and they're laminated, so you can dry erase on them to mark your stats. You have empty character sheets. Also, a bunch of, where are they? Pre-generated characters are in here as well, with stats on them, and they're all characters that you can meet through the adventures in the setting for the fantasy trip. So you can pull those out. They're really convenient for DMs. Another portfolio. 2 gorgeous maps of the area. Let's show those to you. I lost my copy of the original Melee and Wizard long ago, so I am having some serious throwbacks to the greatness that this is. I feel like a kid back in 9th and 10th grade finding these games.
You don't have to go so high, babe.
Thank you. Is it upside down? Nope. Thank you to my lovely assistant and also wife. You hear her angelic tones in the back. That's her helping me out. So this will tell you and your character and your players where everything is. We'll get back to this because this is greatness. more confusing but easily laid out color maps of the area and character sheets and how to build them. Nice little portfolio of reusable material there. You can photocopy it, I guess. Tolkienar, another full-length adventure that you can push your characters through. This is a soft cover of this. I believe this was only available during the Kickstarter. This is in the Legacy Edition, which you can pick up. Check with your local retailer if you can get the hard version. But this is all you need to play. And, well, besides players and dice. This is the very cool little bit. Pull it out of here. As I mentioned before, hexes. Big hexes. That's how you move your guys and adventure through the dungeon. Oh, it smells new. And they are all on beautiful cardstock. Beautiful, right? I mean, but the production value is out of this world. All sealed, so you can dry erase mark on it. One side is just generic, and then inside, on the other side, you have artwork for caverns and bridges and whatnot. So when you're laying out your dungeon, people can actually see what it looks like on the floor. And the Monster 14 Hex Dragon. So when he comes out, that means serious business. Stats are all in the adventures that there are, but there is a great amount of different. When they all punch out, they're all die cut, so no snipping. It's all going to come out great when you play it. So we'll put that in that. Seals right back up, so you can keep all your mega hexes in here and put your dungeons out when you're ready. And it's got two little holes, so you can get a hold of it when you put it back in your huge box that is. Now this is, I think, the coolest bit that is going to be in your Legacy Edition. It's got great artwork. And if you haven't figured out what it is yet, I don't want to ruin the surprise. You open the bag. It is super heavy cardstock, magical. This is what your players see. This is all the information you need to run the game. If you need it, it's all at your fingertips. Makes flipping through books a whole lot less hassle. And it blocks off all the shenanigans from your players, and it's gorgeous to look at. And it's super sturdy, no flimsy. So the production value alone for this stuff, it's crazy good. So my hat's off to Steve up there in Austin. And by the way, I'm taking all this stuff to NordCon next weekend, so I'm going to have some of this great stuff signed by the. Sadly, I'm sure there's going to be a lot of people that are way cooler than me have the original. But these are full of counters and stuff too. But they're all on the wall. Each has its own wall. We'll open this one, just an adventure, and the counters for it. So you'll get the idea. I'm just going to open Melee up for us and show you what's in there, and it'll all be repeated for Wizard and Death Test 1 and 2. These boxes are not going to fall apart on you. They're sturdy, so you can keep all your stuff in here. This is, they think about this. When you punch your counters up, you always got to go find a bag. Put one in there for you. Pretty awesome dice. Your rule book with an index, and your counters, all die cut, all brand new art, colored art, gorgeous, gorgeous. I'm not pulling them out because I would have to punch them out and I would get distracted. But this is the mat that comes in the game, which is why I'm a fan of the play mat. Because as nice as that is to play on, and if you want to stick it in your pocket, it's cool. However, having the new pre mat to lay down makes the game infinitely more playable, more fun, quicker to set up. Don't have to worry about the mat blowing away. So that is the Legacy Edition and the Want It All box from Steve Jackson Games. Come get it here at Night Watch Games.